You have a secret admirer. Somebody that has been staying up late at night watching you, but also throughout their days checking you up more and more. I'm seeing them looking up your name, going from 25% attention to 50% attention, etc. You see, this person, they weren't sure for a little bit if you were playing a character. Let's get into that. They want to know, are you playing a character? Okay, so, well, first off the bat, they felt that they had, the way you two met, they were put in a position where they felt like they had to keep a game face on. There was something professional. You guys could have met through work, or you could have gone to their work. They could have came to your work. There could have just, these are collective takes what resonates, but it seems like some form of employment or of having to stay in control of a situation was at play when you two met each other. This could even be somebody that has their own, it's like their own boss is what I'm hearing. And your energy instantly hit them differently. You see, some of you here, this person attached to you is already a spiritual person. But for some of you, your individual has just recently, or is as we speak, waking up to spirituality in a different sense. I feel that this person has wounds with religion from growing up. They could have been forced into a form of controlled religion I'm also hearing, for a while after they got out of this scenario, this situation, this relationship, this religion, etc. They've been spending time really exploring who they are. Okay? Wow, well, we just got into, what just happened is I got into a headspace with them to see if there's somebody that Spirit wants me to encourage to be in your life. And I see yes. I see somebody who's willing to grow and learn. So, as they've been watching you, what have they been thinking? They think that you came into their life when they felt not necessarily like a lost soul, but just something missing. Something missing that they didn't even realize was. You came walking in or driving or positioning yourself in their life is what I'm hearing. Or at least Spirit guided you to align like this. For some of you here, you could have been around each other for a while and it hit this aha moment of I was blinded to see you a certain way until certain events had occurred in both of our lives. They see you as this freedom individual that expresses and exposes truth. They could think some of the things about you are pretty crazy, but who isn't crazy is what I'm hearing. It's the good crazy. Some of the things you say blow their mind with how you know. That there's a conflict, there could be a conflict because of the religion aspect of their life, where if you're a very spiritual individual, okay, and they had to break through these types of barriers, and I see that they're probably somebody that's more in a state of, doesn't really, at this moment, see that there's a bigger picture, that there is a higher source. They could have kind of given up on that, or there's just this sense of they still believe in a higher source, but have very much avoided shifting back into that point of their life and being with you as a spiritual person you are. It's not that it's thrown on, but it's part of you. And also what you awaken with each other is without a doubt activating them. And activating feels like triggers when you're going through them. At the same time, they have already, wow, your connection is very, romantic. This is going to be one of the most romantic dynamics you've ever had, like true wine and dine in more ways than one, more than spending money, more than going out. Yes, those things are in the table here. You got a realistic knight in shining armor, somebody that's willing to go to the battlefield for you, okay? No matter if you're the feminine or masculine. That's just point blank simple. The energy of both. See two people who are also deeply attracted to the fact that each is their own boss, however that resonates for you. For a lot of you here, the person connected to you is a deeply artistic individual. So this could be painting, this could be music, this could be any form of creation. But you've already inspired them to... They lost their pizzazz for a little bit when it came to that creative spark. And your energy, your connection has awakened it back out of them. I wouldn't be surprised if for a lot of you here, they've been writing about your connection, or if you've even made some songs, there's some form of creation that on their part they've already done. They could have even manifested you. They could have wrote down and told the universe exactly what they're deserving of, and here you arrive. They know the only way they're going to be able to figure out why they feel the way they do and why they can't get you off their head if they allow themselves to dive straight into this connection. They've started diving into what I'm hearing about understanding what divine counterparts and soul ties and all of this stuff actually means. Because what I'm hearing is, for a lot of you here, Collective Ticks resonates. They heard your voice or felt your presence before they ever saw your face. And something about when they saw your eyes, everything even more connected to they were like this, not even spark, not even firework, this glow, like a Himalayan salt lamp came out of them. You're going to be deeply nurturing each other throughout this entire process. Spirit says both of you have been patient for a long time in your lives. Waiting for, not even waiting, but understanding what it really means to be ready for this. So you have two people that are wanting to learn together and come in at a time where it's most affordable for both. So what I'm seeing is both of you also, without realizing it, had to put off love for your focus to be on your finances and getting that kind of like creative spark back. But you did it. So Spirit's absolutely 1000% guiding this connection to come together. All you must do is continue, okay, to be yourself. Stay within that discipline. Don't let, fear or anxiety make you pull back from this person. Simply allow the organic balance of allowing time apart to make the heart grow fonder, but also making commitment to communication to meet the frequency of what you're deserving of, not even desire. This connection's very strong. So, the sign out of this reading, you must understand you flipped your entire life around. Spirit needs you to know, if you would have fallen in line with what society, with domestication and etc. told you were supposed to be, you would have went to self-medication. You wouldn't be feeling the way you do. You wouldn't have met this person. There were other individuals. I see where this is shifting. It's showing me there is something I need to go, not backwards, but reflect with you. Before you met this person, there was somebody you wanted so badly to be your divine, to not give up on. They chased and chased. They're telling me you chased and chased and chased this person. You remember Spirit gave you all the signs that this was a karmic, or this was even an individual that was meant to make you grow, but not be together forever. Or, I'm not saying you're going to be together forever with the person we're talking about, of who you know now, okay? You got to take it one day at a time. That's not what's important right now. But just to go back to that relationship before you met this person, that you were like, oh my God, they have to be my divine with the way I feel and this pull. There was this sense of anger at some point you had with Spirit about like why did you bring this person and rip them out of me? Something within you always told you, though, that there was something else meant for you. It was back there, real back there, because you had anxiety and paranoia and the parasite all in the front, really taking a surface of the anger of only feeling in that moment something being ripped away that truly you could not see at that point in any form would have destroyed you. Spirit says they presented the person in your life that they said, we will not let you settle for anything less. The old timeline has been destroyed. If you would have ended up with that person, you wouldn't be who you are now. Spirit stating they're so proud of you and luck had nothing to do with it. You listened to the signs, your freedom of will aligned. You allowed yourself to embrace the human experience and all emotions. But you didn't give up. And now they presented the person in your life that they gave you telepathic messages of while you're with that person. And that energy at that time was mixing them together. You were receiving signs about your divine, about this is all part of the process of meeting them when you were still having another person in your life. So of course at that time, that confusion, you would switch into that. But this is how you've learned. This is how you've grown. The two of you are successful on your own and together. So now it's time to heal and nurture the rest of your connection. You're both the creators of your own future. That's what I got for you today. Now, we're gonna talk about Gfuel. I haven't talked about Gfuel in a little bit. I'm an ambassador for Gfuel, which is an energy drink company, okay? It's a great, healthier alternative for energy drinks. Gfuel has no crashes. It has 0 sugars. It has 0 calories. 215 calories depending on the flavor you get. And a bunch of antioxidants and etc. This stuff keeps me going. Of course, my daily rituals and practices and meditation and etc. keep me in flow and balance with my masculine and my feminine energy. But a humongous benefit as well that helps my 3D self, the body aspect, keep going is Gfuel. I have a code with Gfuel, which is Matthew Ramos 1. If you use my code at checkout, you're going to be supporting me directly, and you can only use this code on Gfuel.com. I've had people try to use it on Amazon, and it's not going to work on there. I appreciate it, but if you're going to use my code, it has to be on Gfuel.com specifically. They got a plenty for you to choose from, all the way from sour to tart to super sweet. They even have a flavor quiz you can take so you can see exactly what your tongue and your taste buds are craving. Gfuel.com. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.